So, in the world of AI, you hear the words intelligent and rational thrown around all the time, right? And a lot of the time, we use them like they mean the same thing. But what if I told you they're actually two completely different concepts? Seriously, getting this distinction right isn't just about being picky with words. It's absolutely fundamental to understanding where AI is today, and maybe more importantly, where it's all going. Just think about that smart assistant you've got on your phone or in your kitchen for a second. We call it smart, but is it actually intelligent? Or is it just really, really good at being rational? It might sound like a tiny difference, but trust me, it's a huge one. And by the end of our little chat here, you'll know exactly why, and you'll be able to answer that question for yourself. Okay, so before we can really get into the whole intelligent versus rational smackdown, we've got to start with the one thing that ties them both together. We need to talk about the agent. Now, in the AI world, the official textbook definition of an agent is, well, it's anything that can perceive its environment through sensors and then act on that environment through actuators. I know, it sounds a little academic, but just think about a self-driving car, right? Its cameras and lasers, those are the sensors. The steering wheel, the brakes, the accelerator, those are the actuators. It sees, and it does. Simple as that. You know what? We can make that even simpler. Forget the jargon for a second. At its absolute core, an agent is just a thing that does things. That's it. That's our foundation. So thermostat, a Roomba, even you and me, in this context, we are all agents. All right, foundation is set. Let's bring in our first character in this story, the intelligent agent. The best way to get your head around this one is to think of it as the capable learner. So the formal definition is an autonomous entity that acts on an environment to achieve its goals. But here, this is the secret sauce. It has the ability to learn or use knowledge. That's it. That's the magic ingredient that makes an agent truly intelligent. And what does that actually look like? Well, an intelligent agent learns from experience, from its screw-ups and its wins. It's built to adapt to new stuff it's never seen before. It can handle messy, complicated, unpredictable environments. The whole point, the entire focus is on building its capability and growing its knowledge. And now for our second character, the rational agent. So if the intelligent agent is our superlearner, you can think of the rational agent as the perfect optimizer. A rational agent is all about acting to achieve the best expected outcome. See, it's not really about learning something new. It's about making the absolute perfect, most logical choice every single time, based on the info it has right now. What this really means is it's usually following a pretty strict set of rules. Its whole deal is that it always picks the move that gives it the best shot at success. And because of that, it's incredibly predictable, super consistent. The focus isn't on learning. It's all about optimality and just plain succeeding at its task. Okay, so we've met the learner and we've met the optimizer. Now it's time for the main event. Let's put them side by side and really see what sets them apart. So look, if you boil it all down, here's the crucial difference. An intelligent agent, it's all about its ability to learn and adapt. It's about building the knowledge of how to act when things change. The rational agent, though, it's defined by its knack for always choosing the best possible action. It's all about doing the single right thing to win. And this all leads to this really cool little saying that just nails it. All rational agents are intelligent, but not all intelligent agents are rational. So what on earth does that mean? Well, to be perfectly rational, to always make the best choice, you've got to have some intelligence. But you can be incredibly intelligent, you can learn and adapt like a champ without always making the perfect, mathematically optimal choice. I mean, we humans are living proof of that every single day, aren't we? All right, I get it. These definitions can still feel a little bit up in the clouds. So let's bring this whole thing back down to earth with a couple of real-world examples that I think will make everything just click into place. First up, let's talk about the humble thermostat on your wall. It is the perfect poster child for a rational agent. It has one job and one job only: keep the room at the right temperature. If it gets too cold, it takes the optimal action. It turns on the heat. It succeeds at its task perfectly. It is perfectly rational, but it doesn't learn. It doesn't adapt. It is not intelligent. Now, let's contrast that with a human driver. We are unbelievably intelligent agents, right? We learn from years, decades of experience. We can adapt in a split second to a sudden traffic jam, a crazy downpour, or a confusing road sign. But are we always rational? Do we always make the optimal choice for safety and efficiency? No way. Every single time someone speeds or gets distracted by their phone or makes a risky lane change, That's a highly intelligent agent acting, well, pretty irrationally.
Okay, so we've got our intelligent learner versus our rational optimizer. But so what? Why does this little distinction actually matter in the real world? What are the stakes here? Well, it's all about precision. It's about purpose. Using these terms the right way helps AI designers get crystal clear on what they're actually trying to build. Are they trying to create a system that needs to learn its way through a complex, changing world like a robot exploring Mars? That's going to require intelligence. Or are they building a system that just needs to perfectly perform one very specific task, like a stock trading algorithm? That's a job for rationality. The goal defines everything.
And really, this brings us to the big, looming question for the future. As we design the next generation of AI, what should we be aiming for? Should our goal be the perfect, predictable rationality of a system that never, ever breaks the rules? Or should we be chasing the messy, adaptable, sometimes unpredictable, but creative power of true intelligence? There is no easy answer here, but it's a question that is going to shape the world we're all about to live in. Thanks for digging into this with me.